Alright, combining with multiple negatives. The title of this chapter is actually inserting parentheses in order of addition, but I think this title more accurately describes what's going on here. So if I think about a number, and I say this, I like to say this to students, right, that if you have a number, right, what are the parts of a number? You say, well, I don't know, it's just a number, isn't it? Well, a number does have a couple things to say about it, right? Because it could be negative or positive. So we say, and I like to say this, that a number has a value, okay? Just like something has a value to me, right? I have a dollar bill, right? That to me is a value of $1. What $1 is it? Well, it's actually plus $1, right? And then it has a sign. So that's what it is. It's got a value and it has a sign. Alright, that's not very neat there. Anyway, my pen isn't the greatest here, but I have a value and a sign. So to me, a dollar is plus 1, but if I give it to somebody else, then it becomes minus 1 to me. So let's think about how we're going to combine these. So if I have an expression here, and this is example they gave me, is 3. I have minus 3, minus 2, plus 3, minus 4, plus 5. Okay, so how do I work out these signs? They only have one sign in between them anyway. Well, you can do this multiple ways. I typically like to just have one sign between my numbers. I think it's a little bit more confusing if you do it otherwise, but if I want to say that I had this different, right, I could say that I end up having different signs for these, right? So like, for example, let's just take a simple example up here. Let's just say I have this, right? I could say that I have 3 plus minus 4 instead of 3 minus 4, okay? So this doesn't really change what I'm going to do, because if I add negative money to my bank account, it's the same thing as subtracting the money in the first place, right? So then I get minus 1. Okay, so anyway, now if I go over here and I say, well, what are my steps to combining these? Well, I can just label these, right? If you have a highlighter or a pen, right, you say, well, this is negative, so let's just underline the negative ones. And my positives, I'm going to make them green or something. So 3 and 5. And let's just go ahead and combine my positives and combine my negatives, right? So that's the step you could take, right? And I could write this out, but go ahead and combine the positives. So if I combine the positives, that gives me 8. Okay, what about if I combine the negatives? Well, I have 3, 2, and 4, right? What is 3 plus 2 plus 4? Well, that's 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, and that means I just have minus 9, right? And so if I have $8 and I try to spend $9, I'm in trouble, right? And so when I do this, right, don't think of it in too complicated a way, right? I just have minus 1 because I tried to spend $9 and I only had 8. And that's pretty much it.